Start adding all the indicators immediately. Let's start adding them and let's see what we'll have. We'll be adding moving average 15. We'll be adding moving average. This time we'll be using this moving average 21 exponential. Please, for the benefit of the new ones that demanded for this very how we added the indicators, please follow it squarely like I've always said in my previous videos. Here, this place, here, this is where you will touch. If you touch it, you will find something like this, the main chart, this one here. You'll find it, then you touch this area. So if you touch this area, then you have watched the video or you know the what you want to add. This time we are adding this one, which is the moving average. So some of you can be asking a question, sometimes if I add this thing, it will not appear the second time. How do you add two moving averages? The difference is that if you change this first period is 15 period, if you make this one 15, it will not appear. But if you make this one 15 and make any other one here a different thing, it will definitely appear. Like this one now, the first one is 15, the second one is 21. So what I will do here is nothing but to change the color. What I did now is to change the color and I press done. So if you check the main chart, you will see that if you follow it, you will know that this yellow one, this green one is the 15, while this one is the 21. So please follow that. Let me show you once again. This one is the 15. This color you have here is the color you will have in the line, in the moving average line. This one is the 21, which is this very color you are seeing. So any color you added in the style is the color you will be using. So remember that it's bearing the style. This style has two functions. Number one is this one, and the second one is this one, which is the trapezoid and the color. Because if you touch this place, if you want to add a color, just touch that place, it will come up with the colors. Please follow that instructions. Then the third moving average we are using is that one of 36. That one of 36. So for those of you who don't know how to add those, you just touch the period at the S3M and clean it and add the one you want. Then you change this thing to the color of your choice. So like here we'll have simple, exponential, smoothed, and linear weight. So what I choose to use is exponential because I want my market to be working exponentially. All right, so look at the trend colors that we have on the main chart. That is the trend colors that we have. So that is how we added it. Just follow here, touch the F on the screen, then touch it. You will see main chart, then you see F plus, circled F plus. Just touch it. You will add anything you have in this area. Anything you have in this area can be applied on the main chart. Please follow that. And most of the things you have here, like this one, can be applied on the main chart. This one can also be applied on the main chart. Other ones cannot be applied on the main chart because some of them have their own functions that can not operate with other thing on the main chart, which means they are not meant to move with the candles at the same time. You create a different window, which is a different room, like we have on our system, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, or not the rest of them. So all right, so how do we add the second window? You touch the same place again, like you want to have window 1 now. You touch this thing, then if you touch it, you will now look for MACD. Like if you are watching the video, follow the simple instruction. You touch the MACD. So if I touch the MACD, this is the default settings. See, listen, in some cases, I only want to use the signal. That is why this place is dark. Please follow it. I know why I'm spending this time to explain this to you, because many people requested for it, and some say that I always give a strategy without telling people, those who are newbies on it. So please, I'm sorry about that, and that is why I am taking this my time to drop this, so that you will follow it and make good profit in Forex world. So let's assume that I don't want to make my own background. What you should have seen here is that, let's just assume that I'll add up, let me just say this. So remember, anywhere you see the line, look at it. So look at what you will be having here. I seen it. This is what you'll be having at this very place now. So, but I don't want to use this histogram line. I don't want to use that histogram line. So I have to select it or remove it, so that I will use only the signal. So what I'll do is to touch the place, then make the men to be the background color, which is like this. So I only want to use the green line. So for some of you asking, how did you get the green line? This is how I get the green line. Then I will go to the same window one. Remember the first one I used here, but this time I am using this place to get that. So I will be adding stochastic oscillator. So if you touch that F plus on the window one, you will be looking for stochastic oscillator, which is what we have here to get that. So if you touch it, this thing can be rephrased. I mean, this place can be rephrased. These places can be rephrased here. It can be rephrased. It can be rephrased. All those things can be rephrased. Even here have colors, but I don't want to use them. This is what I want to use to get what I want in this very video and in this very strategy. All right. So I'll press done. Look at it. It has added here. Anything you see between these places can only be found in window one. This is why it is called indicator window one. So that is what we have here. Then I want to add up the last thing, which is what will help me to regulate the movement of the market. That is moving average, and that average is 15. Then I want to add a smart color that will help me, though I have that color already. So let me change it to something that can be too sharp, so that it will help me to detect when things are moving. Do you see that now? So does it look like the market I dropped the last time? Yes, this is it. This is it. Do you get that now? This is how the market is. Now, let me show you this. Some of you who are trading or who are traders don't know the effect or the side effect of zoom level. Let me show you. Look at what you're seeing here, like what you're seeing here now. If what you're seeing here, look at it in your 5 minutes time frame. In 1 hour time frame is pointing up. The first line has already touched this place, while this one is still below this place. Remember that the one we have is the histogram, is the signal. So if you're following it, you will know that something is really fishy. Are you getting that? So why do so many people lose their trade and others are successful on it? Is that some of them don't know that what you see, you are seeing this thing here, this thing is pointing a direction that want to go up like this, and yet the market is getting down to like this in your 4 hours. Then when you come to your 1 minute time frame, the market is pointing down upward, showing a buy position. So if this thing happens like this, what then should a common man do in the Forex world? The thing is very simple, that anybody can do it. One, go to your higher time frame, like we have in 4 hours time frame. Then check the whole moving averages you have on your main chart, like all this one you have. Where is the position of the candle? Is the candle above the moving averages or below the moving averages. This is one thing you should never joke with. Like we'll have here, all those things are below the moving average, which means that in 4 hours time frame, the market is pointing on a downtrend, which if you come to this place is pointing also on the downtrend, which is the usefulness of the moving average, is for you to detect the movement of the market at the current hours from 1 minute time frame to the day trend. Now, once you have this, the other few things you should reconsider is what is the trending candle of the minute, which the trending candle of the minute is this very bearish candle right now, which have not finally concluded as a bearish candle, because for this to be concluded, it must take at least 4 good hours for this to happen. Like what you're seeing here, this candle started as a bullish candle but couldn't cross this line, so for that the market started pulling down. But here the market is pointing, is showing that you want to go up, but this candle is pulling down. So in the next 4 hours, this candle can make a decision, this very one can make a decision to take a journey from here and finally push out from this place. So why do people lose their trade? They lose their trade because they don't really know what the market is saying. And that is why I am dropping this strategy for you not to make some mistakes. If the candle is going between the lines, in between the moving averages, avoid the market. But if the market separates itself completely from the moving average, like what we are seeing here, like what we are seeing, like what we are seeing here, if the market is doing something like this, which means it's having a kind of consolidation, I mean, for you that have $10, $15, $20, in such a case you don't need to be doing your scalping, because you only succeed in frustrating yourself. You can scalp like 10 candles and you will blow your account if you are not really careful. So that is why I always encourage people to look for at least one candle you will know that will be successful, like what you are seeing here now. If you have entered here, you wouldn't have succeeded because the market will have caught you. So if you have your right senses or you have the right knowledge, you will know that this candle is pulling down. So there is no how you will scalp in this position. So until 4 hours time or until 3 hours time, you should not do anything like scalping, because this market is dropping. This very candle is dropping in your 4 hours. So it's not all about visiting your 1 minute time frame and you see that this thing is there. It can be successful once you enter, like what I did in my previous videos. If I check it and see that this market have dropped for some hours, that in the next 5 minutes it will not drop again, I can take 4 candles and leave my trade. So, and what happens to you that don't have any capital in your you only have 10 capital, so you place your trade and the market spiked against you and you wanted it to retrace, it drop again and you're out of the market. So what then are you going to be doing? Please do this I'm about to show you now. 1, anytime you see a candle in this form, check your time. Do you know that this spike you're seeing here has only occurred between 11 minutes, which means in 5 minutes time frame it's only 2 candles, it take only but 11 minutes for all those things to happen. That is how it goes. So if anytime you see now look at it, look at this thing, this market, the whole moving average is, the market is now have crossed below these things. So it's not separating themselves from the candle, which means that more spike is coming. I don't want to enter this trade because I want to concentrate and talk to my viewers and talk to my subscribers and talk to those who have always believed in my strategy. So, if you place trade, it helps people to have more confidence. But if after talking like this, please try this on your own, you will see the difference. After talking like this, please talk to try it on your own. You will see the magic. You will see that it's not impossible, it's 100% possible. So if you watch this thing that is going on, and after this thing must have crossed to this place, once you see that this thing have crossed here, I expected you to take your trade from here. And if you take your trade from here, even in your 1 minute time frame, you will see that the market is pointing down. So if this thing happened in this place, you watch that everything have crossed together. The same way that you have seen everything across and you decide to take 5 candles, that is the same way you decide to take this one. So that is why you should be careful about your zoom level. Now once you see this, you know that this thing is pointing down to this place. This thing will be going down until to touch to this place before it will now have another strength to go up. Now, why do this thing go up and spike? Because in your 1 minute time frame, they will try and drop, while in 4 hours time frame, it's just a little weak candle that can regain their strength in few hours from now. Do you get that now? I just really wish that you will understand what I'm saying. So this strategy is very, very simple for you to use it if really you want to succeed in the forex world. Once you see all those things cross together, once you see these things cross together, having separated themselves from here, it's an opportunity for you to do that. But I always prefer that you will see a candle that is making your move, the move that you have been waiting for, then take your trade. Then how do you know that it's time for you to close? Watch the candle, check the minutes. Like this candle you are seeing here, this candle opened in 1 hour time. So this candle can spike and come to this place. If you check the length of the candle, you know that this candle cannot spike more than this. That is why you should study. That's why you should have some knowledge about these things. So this candle cannot be longer than this. This is the longest candle we'll have, and it took only 1 hour for this to happen. So if it took only 30 minutes, if this happened within 30 minutes, what it means is that in the next 30 minutes, this candle will be retracing and be dropping, retracing and be dropping until the time is over. That is one thing you should know. It can only give you 1 week candle and later open up to this place. These things are very simple if actually you get the secret of those things. And that is why I always encourage you, if you don't have a mentor, you are very far from succeeding in forex trading. All right, so this is it. So if this thing crosses over like this in 1 hour time frame, know that the market will be dropping like this. So how do you dictate that the market is on a downtrend, on a lower trend, uptrend? Is this, if this happen like this, know that it's coming up. It will try to test the market. Then if the market finally cross over to this place, you know that the market is changing direction. What is too hard there to understand? Just get this simple trick, you will succeed. As this market is in this direction now, it started from here, from this place, the market crossover and get to this place. And you watch the market, it later go over to this place and cross the line. Why didn't it cross the whole line here? This is the usefulness of this. And then for you to confirm it, the whole line in the main chart now came to 10 levels and start making a move over to the 10 to 20. From there, you are good to go. What is there? This is how simple this strategy can be. And remember that I am not giving you this strategy for you just to see it and think that it will not work. It's a very powerful strategy that can help anybody that want to succeed in the forex world. That is how market can be. You too can do it. You see how scammers are calling me. You see how somebody will be calling me, not knowing that we'll have detectors that can help us to fish them out. You see, this is what I've been facing in this place. I don't know why it is. I don't know if it is an evil thing for somebody to be doing well. I don't know. People will keep threatening you, keep attacking you. I don't know. So they only want to see you fall. They don't want to see you rise. But we are above them. We are going higher. You know that? We are going high because our strength is from above. No man can stop us. So my name is GDFX. Please try this and see how definitely you will succeed. But if this thing is still confusing to you, please don't hesitate to contact us, because we will never stop helping people until we want to see people rise, want to see people succeed, want to see people make it in this life. A forest that has a tree, one tree is no longer a forest. So we want to see giant rising, want to see people that will conquer in the forest world, want to see people that will come up and take over forest world, want to see people that can go to schools and clear up and look for the vulnerable people, clear up their abuse, pay their school fees for them. You know, look at people around you, help a soul. Help a soul. Forex is a large community. So if I'm the only one of you of us succeeding, we are not doing well. You know, we are not doing well. So how do I achieve that? You take something from them. If you take something from them, they will take it serious. But if you do it, that is why most of the places you see forex class, seminar, free, those things, people don't take it serious. They will only want to dry you up and leave you. But immediately you have a price, I don't believe in anything that doesn't have a price. So immediately they have a price, they will come back again and they will keep fighting to make sure that their money is not even. But once you give it free, they will now be attacking you. They will keep attacking you because they will now reduce you as if you don't want anything, because what you suffered for, you are just giving it for free. So that's why I can never mentor anybody without collecting, because the money I collect from them will make them to be serious. If they remember how they raised the money, they will pay attention to learn. So feel free to contact us if you need a mentorship, or if you know it, or please manage this. It will definitely feed you and drop something in your pockets. Remember, to all my students all over the world, those who have started succeeding, never charge anybody above what I have charged you, because it will affect you. I am saying this on air, and I want everybody to understand me. Some of you that have collected almost nothing. Some of you, I collected almost nothing to raise you. So it will be a crime to you that you never paid somebody $1,000 and you are charging others $1,000, frustrating people. Or you are giving people fake promises. You are just making people to pay you. Remember that there is karma. Remember that anything you collected without giving back, something will come after you. So that's why make sure that you deliver. That is what I'm giving. Just if you learn something that has helped you, please do the same thing to others. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. If somebody said that this is what he has, if you check your expenses, the data and everything, if you balance it and see that it will not affect you, if that will affect you, don't collect. But if it will not affect you, if it will help you, you can be comfortable with that. Take it, because there are some people who have stayed a year with me and I'm still taking care of them. With that, they will send message, I will reply, and I do that. So let's assume that they paid me $500. Am I still enjoying the $500 or eating the $500? The data will send to them, the whole thing, everything will send to them. Do you know that? So that is why people should be very, very careful. So please always pay great attention, because learning is not easy. It's a progressive something. My name is GDFX. I really want to see you succeed, and definitely you must succeed. GDFX signing out.